Hey everybody, it's me, Bryson Booker, and guess what? It's time for another brand new review just for you. And today I got another tech review for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing my first pair of fully Bluetooth headphones, or earbuds rather, and they are the JBL Endurance Sprint fully Bluetooth earbuds, sport earbuds released by JBL. You can pick these up for about $50 at Best Buy or any other electronics retailer. They're very, very common. You can find them almost anywhere, at any store. I had a discount, I had a gift card, so I used my gift card and it brought it down to about $30. I know I said I wasn't going to get a pair of earbuds ever again because every time I get a pair of earbuds, I always lose them. Always. That's what seems to be the trend with me and earbuds. I always lose them. I lose one of the earbuds themselves, or I end up just losing the whole pair of earbuds. And the last pair of earbuds that I lost were really my favorite earbuds. And I was kind of bummed out, and I'm like, man, I'm not buying earbuds ever again. But then I started taking those walks and those, strolls to the mall without earbuds. And they got really depressing, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should get a cheaper option that I can run in and, really be rough in, but they're still going to work and they're still going to stay on my neck so they won't fall off and I'll lose them and it'll be really bad. So that's when these JBL Sprint, Endurance Sprint earbuds came in. Now, the other thing was this. I'm not going to pay $10 for earbuds because I know many of you are saying, like, Bryson, you could go get a pair of $5 earbuds from Walgreens. Well, yeah, that's the easy way to do. But when you're a sound engineer like me, I'm very picky about sound quality because what I want to hear, I want it to be a representation of me being at the performance, me being with the artist, and as natural and organic as it needs to be. So I'm just not going to, my ears are not just going to be turned down to anything. I'm not just going to put anything in my ears and just say, oh, well, I'll just deal with it. That's just not me. So I'm going to save up my money and I'm going to get something that's actually worth my money and worth my ears listening to. And, well, the most affordable option was these JBL Endurance Sprints. Again, they'll set you back about $50. The design is pretty simple. Look, Ma, no wires. They're pretty much just two earbuds, two funny looking earbuds. Let me just say that. Yeah, guys, they look funny and they definitely feel funny in your ears when you're first putting them in your ears. It's kind of an interesting design. They kind of look like a fin, as you can kind of see, and they're also magnetic, so they kind of clasp back together naturally, which is good because if they're flopping all over the place, you may end up damaging one of the cables internally or whatever. So it's good that JBL put that magnet right there and it just locks back into place. There's the earbud itself. Again, it looks a little funny and I'll show you how these will go into your ears when you're ready to use them. You have a loop here that loops around your ear, and then this big old thick part right here is part of the band that part of the part that goes in your ear. Ugh. And then, yeah, obviously you don't have any wires to plug into because they're Bluetooth, so you connect them to your phone. You do have controls on the earbud itself. Now, this is the only stupid thing about these headphones. They do give you like a little manual that says how to, adjust the volume, play, pause, but the button on this right earbud, because it's on the right earbud, it's so doggone finicky. Even turning them on is kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Because it's like, come on, I'm pressing the button and it's not working. So the buttons and the controls for your music can be very, very finicky. But yes, on the right earbud, you have a play and pause button. And if you slide up, it turns the volume up. If you slide down, it turns the volume down. If you tap it 2 times, it changes the song. If you tap it 3 times, I guess it goes back. Controls for your music, pretty much. This right earbud has all your controls for the music. The left earbud is just that. It's just a left earbud. What you get in the box is not that much. You get different kinds of ear tips. So if you got big ears like me, are little tiny ears. JBL put enough tips in here to fit whatever kind of ear you have. You also get a charging cable, USB charging cable. So you can use this with either a computer, or if you have one of those old cell phone chargers still lying around, you could use it, you know, with the cell phone charger, such as the one I have here, and you can plug this into a wall and just charge it from the wall. So this part goes into the right earbud, right here, like so. If I can get it in there, it's a little finicky. There we go. So there you go. It dangles like this, and you plug it into the wall or into your computer, and they'll charge. Supposedly, they get 7 hours of battery life on a single charge. Supposedly. When I first got these guys, they were charged at about 50%, so I had to recharge them again. I've been using them for about a week now, and I haven't had to recharge them, so the battery life is decent, I would say. But supposedly you get 7 hours of battery life. Another interesting feature about these is they're completely waterproof. So you can literally put these in water for 30 minutes and it will not hurt them. This is not ideal if you want to just dunk them in water, just to dunk them in water. What it is ideal for is if you're running, walking, or working out in the rain. So if you got these on in the rain, it will not hurt them at all. They'll be fine. And I will say that there's been some days where I've been walking and running, whether it has been snowing or in the rain, and like I said, because of the way these guys are designed, because of the coating that's on them, which is kind of like a rubbery type coating, they just wipe the rain right off of themselves. The rain doesn't even stay on there. It's like gone as soon as you are back at home. You know, it's great. So they're water and weather resistant, and they are waterproof for up to 30 minutes. Not bad. They're also built pretty well. Like, they're built really tough. They're meant, you know, for working out and things. So now I'm going to put them on my ears so you can kind of see how they go in. So with these, you have to aim them. Whoops, they're kind of a little tricky. Got to aim them down in your ear. So pretend this is the earbud. So the earbud has to go down into your ear and then flip up, so that the earbud locks into place like it's doing now. And this is how it looks in your ear. Well, this is how one of them looks in your ear, obviously. It does look a little funny, obviously. You know. Here's the other one in my ear. There we go. Both of them are in my ear. Let's just say that you know that there's something sticking in your ear. Now, I've wore these for like a good hour or so, and from what I could tell, after a while, you don't really feel them, especially when you start really running and getting into your workout. You don't really feel these guys. So they are pretty comfortable. The ear buds themselves are nice and plush, so they don't feel that bad, really, in your ear. But sometimes, you know, you're touching them. If you touch them, they're very sensitive, especially the right one, obviously, because it has all the controls. So if you kind of accidentally touch your right ear or something like that, it can just, the earbuds themselves can just freak out, and it's like, whoa, what happened to my music? And you can accidentally turn the volume up and then your ears are blasting. Trust me, I know. But that's my biggest issue with these, is they're so doggone finicky. And the buttons and controls on them are also very finicky. But with that being said, they're a decent pair of earbuds. Now it's time to talk about my favorite thing. And oh my god, I only got 1 minute to do this. But talk about sound quality. JBL is a brand that I, as a sound engineer, as soon as I hear the name, it's like, oh yeah. Their products are everywhere in my industry. In fact, I own some of their PA speakers. I own the JBL Eon Power 15. Now, they are older speakers. They're like from 1999, but they still kick butt pretty hard. And so I kind of have an expectation with JBL products, because I kind of know firsthand that they're going to be pretty decent. They're going to sound pretty good. Some of them need a bit of tweaking to sound great, but I know out of the box they're going to sound good. Okay? When I put these earbuds in and did no EQ, no processing, JBL has kind of developed a new sound signature. A sound signature that has definitely either it's been for the better in some sense, but it's also been for the worse in other senses. Like, compared to my old Eons from 1999, these sound a lot brighter. They're bright, guys. Very, very bright. Now, if you like that kind of sound, if you like all the sparkle and sheen in your vocals and stuff, it's great, you know, for you. But for me, as a sound guy who's kind of looking for a neutral tone, first of all, for $50 earbuds, don't expect them to sound neutral out of the box. Just don't. But, again, they're JBLs. I mean, come on. JBL has a very neutral-like sound. At least their older products did. Their newer products sound a lot more brighter, like these earbuds. They're much brighter. They're much brashier. And some songs can just sound very, very harsh. I'm just going to be honest with you. Out of the box, they can sound very, very harsh. And it's like, gee whiz. And it's like they don't even counterbalance that harshness with bass at all. It's just very, very harsh, especially at loud volumes. But there's a way to make them sound better. You got an EQ on your phone, like myself. I had to take out some of that brightness. I didn't boost anything because that would just color the sound. I just don't like color, guys. I don't like coloring stuff with my EQs. So I pulled out the bad stuff and left the rest of the good stuff alone. And when I did that, when I pulled out some of that harshness and some of that brightness, I got them to sound fairly neutral. And again, it took some work on my end, and it may take some work on your end. For all of you bass heads, don't buy these because they don't have much bass at all. Just saying. Because of that, like, super big bright boost that they have. That's why. It makes sense. So, if you're looking for neutral sounding headphones out of the box, you're probably going to pay some money for it. But if you're looking for decent sounding headphones that you may have to do some tweaking to get them to sound the way you want them to, I would say that these are a pretty good option. They're durable, they're reliable, they connect quickly, you know, there's no lag. It's pretty decent as far as the build quality and reliability of these earbuds. But sound quality, you may be a little disappointed like I was, because it's like, man, JBLs don't sound like this. Where did they get this sound signature from? So you may have to do a little bit of tweaking if you want them to sound better, if you don't already like the sound out of the box. Just let you know. Anyway, these are the JBL Bluetooth Endurance Sprint earbuds. They go around your neck, they go in your ears, they hopefully will not get lost. They're pretty decent earbuds from JBL for $50. Check them out.